Good evening, everybody. My name is Ty Schwartz, and I am here to talk to you a little bit about Adobe Creative Cloud. I have been teaching Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, Premiere Pro, and InDesign for the last 7 years at a secondary high school in one of the academies. And one of the things that I like to teach students, one of the first couple of lessons, is to show them all the things that are available in Creative Cloud. And part of what I wanted to do here is I wanted to show everybody kind of what goes on with Creative Cloud, because there's so much stuff that you can get with it. You don't have to get everything. I have everything because I bounce around between programs. You can just get a photo account, you can get a video account, you can have just something for visual design. But there's a little bit of something for everybody. And I just wanted to kind of talk about a few of the apps and some of the things that you can get. So this is my homepage, and as you can see, I have all of these different softwares open or available to me. And at the bottom here, I have files that I've created in the past for different clients. I don't use this a whole bunch. And then of course you have the Adobe Firefly, which is that next gen of AI that if you want to create things. These aren't my creations. But some of these things, you can start an Adobe Express. If you want to make quick social media posts, you can use Adobe Express. It's amazing because you can use it on your cell phone, you can use it on your laptop, or you can use it on a tablet. A lot of times it just all depends on how much you want to design things on the fly. So let's start out really quick with all the apps. I like to talk about the desktop apps first. And these are all really the apps that you can get. I say apps, I mean desktop applications that you can get when you're working. And let's see if I just hit desktop here. And that's all I did is I just hit the desktop here. So I'll go through web and I'll go through mobile. So for this first video, I'll just talk about desktop apps. And on the right-hand side, all the apps I have, and I can manage all of my updates. So it'll tell me when I need to update. So these are the major ones that I use on a regular basis. I think they're all up to date, so I don't have to worry about it. Of course, if everybody knows, Photoshop is the most amazing program for creating single image pieces of artwork. I use that on a regular basis to teach students how to become Adobe certified professionals in Photoshop. And also at the same time, I teach Adobe Illustrator, and combining those two together, students become Adobe certified professionals in visual design. You need both of those certifications in order to get that Adobe certification. First one is Adobe Photoshop. What is it? Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Photoshop. And then the second one is Adobe Graphic Design and Illustrator using Adobe Illustrator. So both of those create a higher level where you are able to communicate information to different people. Acrobat is great if you're writing things and you don't want people to change your work. You can use Acrobat to upload like a Microsoft or a Google Doc and then lock it so other people can't modify or change your work. You can also set up forms and some other things with it. Premiere Pro is nice and simple. I think it's a really good high-end video editing program. And then also InDesign is something that I use when I'm making magazines or I'm making brochures for companies. You can also I'll do wireframes when I'm designing a new website and I say, okay, this is how I want it to go. And it's easier for me to just design it in InDesign because I can print it out easily. Now Lightroom, this is the newer version of the Lightroom. It's more of a cloud-based photo service. I don't use this in as much. I actually use Lightroom Classic. I'm an old guy. I've been using Lightroom Classic. I think I started it in 2005 as a beta tester when it first came out. After Effects is awesome. If you're going to be promoting your business and creating different things, I absolutely love using After Effects because I can take graphic images, layer it, and move things around. and just make really cool, amazing effects that allows people to see the work, and it catches their eyes a little bit, especially if you're doing marketing stuff. Sorry, I'm yawning. It is late at the night, and I've been working all day, and I'm trying to get all this newfangled stuff. I'm not a. I always say I have a face for radio, and this podcasting, video blogging. I don't know, face for radio, voice for print. I'm trying something different. I'm getting out of my little comfort zone of teaching in the classroom, which is funny because I teach in front of 27 students, but me sitting in front of a microphone is nerve-wracking a little bit. Audition is great because if you are into music, you want to create different audio levels, add different voices and sounds and different things and tracks to a recording. I use Audition if I'm going to be including something into After Effects or in Premiere Pro. You can also technically edit audio in Photoshop, but trust me, I don't do that. It's so much easier to do in Premiere Pro. Media Coder is what I use in After Effects and Premiere Pro when I'm exporting items. Because when you get with video, there are so many different codecs out there. You want to make sure that you have the right codec. And the great thing is, like if I'm making a TikTok video, a YouTube video, something for Facebook and Instagram, I just hit click, 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 and they all four come out at the same time in the correct formatting, and then I can just upload them to each service. And again, Lightroom Classic, I'm actually going to do an entire video series lesson plan on Adobe Lightroom Classic. I just absolutely love it. They've done so many different things with it. And I use Adobe Lightroom way more than I do Photoshop because it's fast, it's quick. I can do so many things with it. And I'll bounce sometimes between Photoshop and Lightroom just because I hit save and everything pops up. And this is great if you're doing professional photo shoots and you got, say, 500 images. You need to go through those 500 images. You need to knock it down to 20 images. And you find those 20 images, you edit them out, you pop them out, send them away. And you can upload them for websites, social media, whatever, really quick. Finally, Dreamweaver. Now, this has been around for a while. Most people have gone to WordPress and other web designs. I still use Dreamweaver occasionally. I teach it a little bit. But it is a really great thing, especially if you have PHP and you have a lot of data that you want to get out. I don't teach Dreamweaver as much as I'd like to, just because there's so much easier coding, unless you're a diehard coder. Dreamweaver is a great program, and it's just incorporates nicely with everything that you're doing with Adobe. I do like Adobe and Animate because I can set up wireframing and I can do some dancing in front of the camera. And then I can animate, add the voice and the motions to my character. Like I said, I have a voice for radio, so I can do some animations and just do whatever characters. This right here, InCopy, I use it occasionally when I'm working on things and different people are editing. It's a great collaboration that you can use with 4 or 5 team members, and you want to get the right wording down. So these are the main programs that I like to talk about when it comes to the desktop apps. And then we'll get into some other stuff here, but I'm just going to cut this one off short. This is a kind of a heavy intro into it, 9 minutes. I was hoping to keep it below that. So hopefully you enjoy and are more interested in finding out more about the other Adobe products that we're going to talk about.